Before this canal existed, global trade had to take the long way around the world. For countless ships, Cape Horn was the deadly price of doing business. Every extra mile meant more fuel, more time, and more money lost. The world needed a shortcut between two oceans. And right here was the impossible idea: cut through the land itself. But this was no easy path. It was jungle, swamp, rock, and disease. For centuries, people dreamed of connecting the Atlantic and Pacific. It sounded simple on paper. In reality, it would become one of history's hardest engineering battles. Two oceans were close in distance, but impossibly far in engineering. This was the corridor that would change global trade forever.
We need to
The
set
first
next point
serious
just past that
attempt
picket.
came from the French.
Give me a second to clear this brush.
They believed they could carve a sea-level canal straight through Panama. But Panama fought back with relentless rain.
Run, it's coming down!
Mountains
Get out of
didn't
there!
just stand in the way, they moved. And the deadliest enemy was almost invisible. Malaria and yellow fever devastated the workforce. The dream began to collapse under its own weight. Engineering failure became financial disaster. For a moment, it looked like the canal would never happen. Nature had won the first round.
Locomotive approaching fast.
Then
Clear
the
line.
United States
Move it,
entered
we're
with a
running out of
different
room.
plan. Before digging deeper, they attacked the disease. Sanitation became a critical part of the engineering strategy. This canal would be built with logistics as much as brute force. The digging returned, now bigger, faster, and more organized. Entire sections of Earth had to be blasted apart. At the heart of the project was the Culebra Cut.
Warning, structural integrity
Even after
failure
thousands
detected.
of tons were
Initiate
removed,
emergency
the
protocols.
Earth kept sliding
Cliff
back.
is giving way. Evacuate the cranes.
Tens of thousands of workers turned the impossible into daily labor. Around the dig, an entire industrial world had to be built. The biggest decision was this:
Yes.
dig
The
to
new
sea
automated
level
locking
or
system.
lift
Right.
ships up
We
and
need
over.
to ensure that assurances on
The answer changed everything. They would not cut all the way down. Instead, they would tame the river that once made Panama so dangerous. Build a dam, create a lake, and let water do the lifting. This artificial lake became the high road between two oceans. Then came the locks, giant concrete elevators for ships. Every chamber had to be built at a scale few had ever imagined. Even the gates looked like moving skyscrapers of steel. Precision mattered. Ships could not drift freely inside the chambers. The real magic was hidden below the concrete. No pumps, no giant engines, just gravity on a massive scale. Ship by ship, the canal would raise vessels above sea level. Not once, but step by step through a staircase of water. After the locks, ships crossed an artificial lake carved into history. Then the process reversed, lowering ships back down to sea. The canal's power system was elegant. Gravity moved the water, and water moved the ships.
This intricate system of
Beneath
pipes
each
manages
chamber was a
millions of
carefully
gallons of
designed
runoff
hydraulic
daily,
machine.
far below the industrial complex.
Precision and timing had to be flawless at every stage. The famous canal mules kept giant ships centered inch by inch. This was not just excavation, it was choreography. In effect, the canal became a staircase for ships. Day after day, the system grew into something the world had never seen before. After years of struggle, the impossible canal was finally real. The news raced across the planet. Trade had just changed forever.
As the old routes dissolved,
Suddenly,
new,
oceans that
brighter
once felt
pathways
far
emerged,
apart became
illuminating
commercially
the future
connected.
of the Panama Canal.
The savings in distance were enormous. Less distance meant less fuel, less risk, and much faster delivery. Entire port economies expanded because of this one shortcut. Raw materials and finished goods could move with a new kind of speed. The canal changed not only commerce, but military strategy too. Faster shipping helped accelerate the industrial age.
From the automated yards of
Year
the
after
container
year,
terminal,
the canal
massive
became one of the
vessels
world's
navigate the
busiest trade
waterway,
arteries.
moving the lifeblood of global trade.
What began as a dream turned into a non-stop machine of global commerce. Behind every smooth passage was a carefully controlled system.
The quantum scanner shows
Even
stabilization
today,
in Sector
every
4.
transit feels like
Confirmed.
precision
Data
engineering
integrity is
under
optimal.
pressure.
We are clear for transport protocols.
To keep trade moving, the canal itself must constantly be maintained. A canal like this is never truly finished. It has to be kept open every day. The canal was built in a landscape that never stopped testing it. By night or day, the system keeps working. Each new morning begins with another chain of global cargo on the move. In the container age, the canal became even more vital. The cargo looks simple from above, but every box is part of a global system. Moving a ship of this size safely takes teamwork far beyond the bridge. So much trade depends on this one passage that delays ripple worldwide. Modern canal management is as much data as concrete. Even with modern ships, the route still feels incredibly tight. And as ships grew larger, the original canal faced a new challenge. To stay relevant, the canal had to reinvent itself once again. Expansion meant building a second generation of giant locks. This time, the gates moved on tracks like steel fortresses. The new design even had to conserve water while moving bigger ships. The expanded canal opened the door to a new generation of cargo giants. Today, the canal is more than a waterway. It is a complete logistics ecosystem. Goods do not just pass through here. Entire supply chains are built around it. In many ways, this canal became the heartbeat of world shipping. From Asia to Europe to the Americas, its influence reaches far beyond Panama. Products on store shelves often owe part of their journey to this canal. Entire industries grew around the certainty that this route would stay open. And that is why any disruption here can shake global trade almost instantly. Imagine the canal falling silent. The world would feel it fast. More than a shortcut, this is a monument to engineering ambition. Few projects have transformed geography so completely. Decades later, the original engineering still commands respect. The canal bridges two eras at once, the age of steam and the age of global logistics. And still, the ships keep coming. This narrow corridor rewired the map of trade. One canal, two
The
oceans,
Earth turns
a
slowly
global
as
network
trade
forever
lines brighten
changed.
and converge at the canal.
This is what happens when engineering refuses to accept geography as destiny. If you love mega engineering stories like this, subscribe and stay on board. The impossible canal did more than move ships. It changed global trade forever.